Hello, and welcome to another episode of Action Toon
Hell
Bros.
yeah.
I'm your host of this session, Ben Sturgeon, and with me today is owner and death metal aficionado. That's actually not true. Matt Lewis.
Absolutely not true, and heck yeah, welcome to the show. Whew.
So I know you keep track of this. What episode is this?
This is episode 77.
77. And look, at this point, if people have been listening all this time, I'm always going to ask what episode it is. I'm never going to remember what like the grand episode is. So 77 episodes. Okay, so going off topic just for a little bit, Matt.
Go ahead.
Holy crap. You pointed out to me, especially when we finished Young Justice finally.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 whole years of doing this.
Yeah. And
Holy crap.
It's been a long ass time. And also, this episode might actually line up with our actual 5-year anniversary because I think we started in August, and this episode might air close to then. So we'll see.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, either way, just like when you told me, yeah, hey, by the way, 5 years. We've been the last one I put up on YouTube has been 5 years ago. I'm like, wow. I didn't realize I started this when I was 30. I'm old.
Yeah, back when we were young kids, young 30.
Yeah, right. Young 30. And now I'm just an old man at 35. So yeah, these 3 episodes.
Fun batch.
I'll say they're interesting. Yeah, they are. They can be. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly some good points. I rewatched them a little bit before we started doing this recording, and I'm just like, okay, these are all right.
A couple of the bits I remember. Like I said, like most of these show I remember from like little mini ad clips that were played on Adult Swim an insane amount, and I remember there's a couple from this one that are very, very funny. But also, yeah, we have to do our business about metal we've listened to in the past since the last recording.
Well, start us off.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
we mentioned last episode. We mentioned Gojira a bunch because I think it was a coincidence. Something like unrelated happened, and I brought it up. But then, like, so the Gojira from the previous episode and from the driving school bit, there were like a bunch of Gojira
references. Because the instructor was literally named Mr. Gojira.
Yeah, and Gojira driving school. I think, but there was like I don't know if it was the episode before even that we recorded, but there was some kind of like bit that referenced to Gojira the band. But anyway, you gave me the job to listen to some. Did you listen to the Olympic French thing with the Gojira? They played that like crazy show at the headless Marie Antoinette thing and all that. Yeah, that crazy performance.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I watched that. Yeah,
yes,
I watched
that.
I watched that amazing ass performance and that fucking funny ass thing. Are they French?
That is an excellent question.
Because it'd be weird if they played the Olympic opening without that being the case. but yeah.
You know what? As you're telling me more about what you've listened to, I'm gonna actually look this up because I don't know.
Well, I was.
What else have you?
I was gonna say there's a one of the episodes does have a female vocalist from a couple of metal bands that does a couple episodes of this. And like I paused and looked up some of her music. One of the bands she's in, Astarte, just because I'm fucking Warhammer. I fucking gotta listen to a band named Astarte. I listened to the song Demonized, which is fucking pretty great. It's a really fucking fantastic song. And actually, her main band, Arch Enemy, I listened to the song Nemesis.
Yes!
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to mention Arch Enemy. Yes!
Yeah.
Arch Nemesis.
Nemesis was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Nemesis is a good fucking song. Although, I'll tell you, with that, one of the songs I really need you to listen to, I don't know if this is still her or not, because that band has gone through so many different they've gone through different singers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is still the same singer, but Handshake with Hell is a really fucking good song by them.
Hell yeah. Also, I was gonna say it's not Mick Gordon anymore, but I've been playing a lot of Doom Eternal, or not Doom Eternal, Doom Dark Ages, because they switched, because Mick Gordon did the original music for the first two
Yeah, yeah,
games.
yeah.
There's like, of course, every single game that has that's kind of crazy, weird controversy with the music in it for some reason. I know he left before this game was done, and the new person doing this game actually does a lot of really, really fucking fantastic music. I didn't bother looking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Doom, yeah, it's different from the first two games for Dark Ages as opposed to 2016 and Eternal, but the music is still fucking fantastically fucking intense. Also, yeah, I think one of the songs from the Nine Inch Nails coming up, Tron song, even though it's techno, it's technically techno. Also, fucking is pretty fucking great. I looked up one of the songs for the trailer again, and it was really good.
I can't believe you said that about Nine Inch Nails. Remember back in the day when they were alternative?
Yeah.
And then now they just went full techno. I mean, I'm not gonna diss them, all right? Because growing up, Nine Inch Nails was one of the ones I listened to.
Yeah, but that Tron music
like,
is legit. I really love it.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, it is. Like they still good. It's just like I was listening to like Only.
Yeah.
From one of their early like 2005 albums. I'm like, yeah, see, this is what I remember. I mean, you can definitely tell it was like a definite like half and half electronic and like metal / rock. I'm like, but they still had it, you know. And then now it's just like, yep, they went full on. All right. Oh, by the way,
yeah.
To answer your question, yeah, Gojira is. Actually French.
I mean, yeah, there could have been a foregone conclusion because they played the Olympic Games.
From Andre.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry to anyone who listens who knows French. I apologize if I butchered that name.
Oui, oui.
Yeah, they are legitimately French metal band.
Hell yeah.
So for me, when it comes to some metal, let's see. There was a song, like one of the bands I want to like branch out a little bit more, because one of the things I want to do is I want to listen to more female vocal metal bands. Because, you know, unlike Deathclock, who believes that women cannot be metal, yes, they can. I mean, Matt just mentioned fucking Arch Enemy, you know, really fucking good female vocalist in that band. But literally here, Deidre, there was a song called Mortal, and and she doesn't just go. She's not like, you know, Arch Enemy, where she just goes straight into like the ooh kind of things. No, she actually sings like, you know, she's kind of like if Annette from Nightwish could also roar.
Nice.
Because she actually does sing normally, but then when she gets fucking into it, I'm like, you know what? I love this. I like this. I like the dichotomy. But I also I took a step back because, don't get me wrong, trying to listen to new bands is great and all, but I took a step back and wanted to listen to some of the like older stuff that I hadn't listened to for some time. Like, for example, one of the ones I went back to was Cradle of Filth, particularly the 1998 album Cruelty and the Beast. One of my favorite albums from them, Thornography in the early 2Ks, was also a very good one. I would highly recommend that one. But I also kind of went back and listened to like Amon Amarth.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I mean, obviously, yeah, because Brian Posehn. We'll get to it in the episode. Yeah.
yeah. But so either way, just like there are some that I really need to like really get back into. Some people don't even know who this is, but King Diamond. Anyone heard of that one? Have you heard of King Diamond?
No, off the top of my head, no.
Oh shit. Yeah, but King Diamond is.
Oh wait,
very iconic voice.
I was gonna say, wait, so before we go forward, Amarthamon, is that the name of Brian Posehn's band or not?
So King Diamond, King Diamond was his own thing. Like, he was one of those metal bands that was self-named. But let me look.
If it's not, no, because there's a I will talk about it during the episode because he has a tie to that band that I do want to mention at the end of that episode, though. Don't remind me if I forget.
Well, there is like I remember he was his own for a bit,
Yeah.
like a standalone kind of name, but he did actually. Oh, that's what it was. Before King Diamond, yeah, it was before King Diamond. Actually, I think it was during King Diamond. He was in a band called Merciful Fate.
Okay. Well, remind me of a Martha Mom when we get to that. When we get to that second episode.
Oh, Amon Amarth in the second one.
There's a bit about that tied to Pro Precision that I want to talk about. But well, like make sure you remind me if I
Yeah,
forget.
either way.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
good. I'm glad you're like I'm glad you're expanding a little bit.
Of course.
I take it really slow, but I am going to actually expand even more. But now, yeah, episodes 13 through 15. These were some very interesting ones.
Very fun episodes, I'll say.
Indeed. Although I will say the first one just has a cameo appearance that I am absolutely enthralled to mention, but we'll get to that when we get to that, won't we?
Of course, of course.
In the meantime, we should actually start this thing off
Yeah, yeah.
with season 2, episode 13.
Clock
Caw.
blocked. Hell yeah.
Well, we start off with a fucking newscaster talking about how, the band is like dating a lot of women,
Yeah, we
and
see
they're
Murderface
doing a
grabbing
good.
a random woman, a random waitress.
Yeah, just a random waitress, just like you have to at least stand here with me. But everyone else, Toki has a cute date who kind of looks like Squizgar a little bit, only an actual lady. Squizgar has an old lady. But then the lady's like, yeah, is any of them gonna settle down? Because remember Nate Becca, yeah, and how she fell down several flights of stairs, got injured, and it was in a coma that made her literally like she can't do
Yep,
anything.
season 1, episode
Well,
18.
right, thank you for that. Well, guess what? That's over with now, because now she's been seen with Walt Perkins. Yeah. So sorry. Her exact words: spot canoodling with billionaire hotel heir Walt Perkins.
Yeah, while she's still
And
in a
now
coma.
Nathan, yeah, and it's even funny because you see him in like a tennis outfit,
Yeah.
and you see her still laying in her bed.
Still terrible.
It's like, and she just left Nathan in the dust. Meanwhile, we cut to Nathan in the middle of the fucking rain, angrily hitting golf
Yeah,
balls,
golfing.
just like really angry, just bro. And of course, the band's like, dude, you deserved
Yeah,
better.
they say she
Yeah, we
always
can
sucked.
hang
Yeah.
out with each other.
Yeah, to say how much
And,
they
and
think she
then
already
Nathan's
sucked.
like, guys, you don't understand. She was the ultimate girlfriend. And Pickle's like, dude, she was in a fucking coma.
Yep.
He's like, but yeah, like I didn't want to ruin anything. Like she was perfect. Guys, I've given it some thought though, and I think I need to start dating again.
Yeah.
Cut to the intro.
Yep. They cut back to the band hanging out. Toki's talk calls like Becca, like, oh, what a slut she is. And then Murderface like, hey, you can't talk about women like that. You got to respect women.
And
Pickles
Pickles is like,
yeah.
dude, what the hell are you talking about? You hate women.
Yeah, you're like a classic woman here. And he's like, no, man. And Blizzard's like, oh, yeah. You calls them the poisonous serpents with tits. And he's just like, no, man, I never said that. You got to respect women because, then you'll. And they're like, oh, yeah.
And then Pickles and Squizgar are like, yeah.
What do
yeah.
they do? Yeah, and he's just like,
What do they do?
You. And then there's like, yeah, we knew it. Fucking murder
There it
face, you
is.
idiot.
There it is, right there. And yeah, and I just love it because he's like, and then with you. There it is. There's the ploy. Nathan walks in. He's like, hey guys, so just so you know, I'm going to be bringing a lot of girls here and everything. So try not to fuck this up for me.
Yep.
And when he leaves, the band's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, and Pickles is like, yeah, I come off as like, a rock star. Murderface is like, dude, I'm sorry that I'm charming. And everyone's just like, yeah, okay, but hey, I have an idea. Why don't we actually like be supportive this time? Like actually be there and help him out with this and stuff.
Yeah. We'll be there for him. We cut to the tribunal.
Cut to the tribunal. Yep.
They are concerned that women around the world are in utter chaos because Nathan Explosion is once again single. There is a group called Succuboso Explosion, and their leader, Lavona Succuboso, wants to capture Nate. And this is when the general says, like, well, maybe she'll kill him. No, his plan is to use her to try possibly kill him. But she wants to capture and breed Nate, an explosion.
Yep. And
back to the boys.
Don't we actually cut? Oh, we
Not
actually
yet.
go
Yeah,
back to the
yeah,
boys.
we
I
go-
thought we cut to them for a little
No,
bit.
yeah, we see the
Nope,
boys.
that's not yet.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's right. Because the guys except for Nathan are playing Scrabble, and it's Quizgar's turn, and
He spells out the word Kuzik,
Kuzik,
and he's just
Kuzik.
like, and then
like,
Toki's
that's
like,
a world.
Kuzik, that's what the duck says. Like, oh, 57,
Oh,
52
and by the
points.
way, just so you know, guys, Quhzk.
Yep.
Kuzik, the
Kuzik.
sound that a duck makes. And so he's just like, so Pickles is like, okay, yeah, whatever, just 1, 2, 3, 55 points. Not bad. Yeah, that's really good. Nathan walks in with, like, a decent looking girl.
Yeah.
Just right. And her name's Rachel. He's like, hey guys, yeah, this is Rachel. We're gonna go to my room and we're, gonna hang out. And Pickles is like, wait, guys, you gotta be supportive. Remember, Nathan. And you said your name's Rachel. And they shakes hands with Rachel, and Pickles is like, ooh, you got really nice soft hands. And
Yeah, they're just all talking
Quizgar's
to her, like being really kind and nice to her.
like overly
Yeah.
kind and nice to her.
Yep.
And Nathan's just like, tries to hint that he's like, like, we gotta go, kind of thing. And Rachel's like, what yeah, why can't we just hang out down here? Let's have some fun. And everyone's like, yeah, just have some fun. And Nathan like yells, and Squizgar's like, dudes, you don't have to, just be calm, man.
Yeah.
So it's like,
he's like, hey, mate. Nathan says, like, hey, I just want some alone time. He's like, well, you can't have alone time with your friends. Come on, just have her hang out with us. And he's like,
Meanwhile,
yeah.
this is when we cut to the secret lair
Yep,
of
Succuboso.
Livonia Succuboso, which, by the way, I'm going to drop it right now, voiced by Angela Gasso of Arch Enemy.
Yeah. And cameos on the other
yep.
band, the other one, Astartes, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Her and the gang are saying that they will be the vessels that hold the future, as they have a Nathan explosion-shaped dummy that she's like caressing and touching all over. And then he says, now it's time to test the Lauren extractor, as they shoot like a crazy grappling hook at his crotch that electrocutes him. Or electrocutes the dummy.
That electrocutes him while like it like pumps.
Yeah, it's very
sort
insane. Back with the
and
band.
of course, Lavonna, like,
She smirks evilly.
They're all happy
She smirks evilly.
Yeah, but back at Mord House, Rachel's doing very well. It's like, dude, a very smart woman. Yeah, with aquarium. That's a good word.
Yeah, Nathan's just sitting there.
And like Nathan's just sitting in the distance, is like, ugh. All right, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'll call you, or you call me, whatever.
Yeah.
And then and the next night,
Deathclock
are in a bar.
Yeah, talking about how much they like her.
The Mastodon.
Of course. They're talking about how much they like her. Rachel, like, oh man, she's really nice. Yeah, she's so kind. She's really cool. And then Murderface, he's like, oh, look at those two women over there. And he goes over them. And it's like, he's like, hey, I just want to let you know that, I'll protect you if any creeps try to come and talk to you. And they're kind of just like ignoring him as best they can. And then Pickles comes over and they're just like, oh my god, your Pickles is from, or not Pickles, it's Toki. And they're like, oh my god, it's Toki.
Well, yeah, Toki's like, hey, what's you guys doing over here? And because Murderface was like talking about defending women, right?
Yeah.
So Toki's like, but why is it you trying to defend them when they're not in need of defending? Squizgar walks in over, and they're both like, oh my god, Squizgar and Toki from Deathclock. And then when Murderface is like, hey, get the fuck out of here, pretty much. And Squizgar's like, sorry, he's laid claims to you. So, but as they walk away, both of the ladies are like, dude, what the fuck even are you?
Yeah, like, why are you talking
oh, wait,
to us?
You're a bass player? You're a bass player? Aren't you supposed to, get the waters and stuff for them? Or maybe unload and, just really digging in.
It's very, very funny. It's very funny. Just
and even Murderface
isn't that funny how bass players?
Yeah,
yeah. Isn't it funny how bass players act like they're part of the band? And he's just like, hey, I'll beat up anybody who disrespects you guys. He's like, well, we're the one talking, and he's just like, are you gonna beat us up? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? And he's like, why don't you make like a bass and be inaudible? Some really funny jokes.
And then of course, next night Nathan brings in the next potential candidate, Amanda.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he's surprised that Rachel is hanging out with them. And Squizgar's like, yeah, we like her, so we invites her. And Toki's like, okay, look. Oh, wait, sorry. Nathan refers to her as like
Like, why?
the
What's the
old
old one still
one.
doing here? And they're like, old one,
Yeah, right.
Nathan. How
And Toki's
dares
like,
you?
Nathan's, we got to talk to you. I got to talk to you. Nathan, what the fuck? You're like tossing Rachel's out of here? It's like, yeah, I mean, we never were dating. And Pickle's like, wait. You guys are breaking up? We never were together. It was just one date.
Yep.
And of course, Pickle, like, they're like actually getting upset. And, Toki's like, oh no, we got like Chinese cooking classes together. And that she's a wonderful person, and then of course we get like a montage after this whole argument.
Yeah, we
with,
see
like,
various other women
Nathan
that he's trying to date, but the
like,
band keeps busting in and like interrupting the dates and being very annoying and ruining them. It's very, very funny.
And then we cut then to the meeting room where Nathan is all by himself and he's upset. And Charles walks in and he's like, hey, so I heard you're having some lady troubles, so maybe I just wanted to check up on you. Everything doing all right? You holding in there, buddy? Okay, for the record, I tried, please.
Yeah, very, very cool. We see the guys again are talking to all the women who are like, hey, man, Nathan, he's not, like, he doesn't know what he wants. You can't trust Nathan. He's like, unreliable. There's all the men talking to all the women they're all just sitting on the couch together. This is when Nathan comes in, all right, everybody get out of here. He's like, you know what you guys are? You guys are a bunch of cockblockers. And Murderface is just like, yeah, man, you guys all suck. You guys are ruining all of his dates.
Yeah, literally, Nathan is like, all right, guys, like, talking about all this stuff, and Murderface is in the background like, yeah, you tell him, Nathan.
Yeah.
And Nathan's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's kind of like,
but he's like,
at him.
listen. He's like, listen, this is going to be the first concert since I broke up with Rachel, and there's gonna be like Rebecca, and there's gonna be a lot of women who want to know you. Literally, if you get in between me and any of these fans, I will literally murder you.
Yeah, I will kill you if you interfere.
So we get the concert where they're performing a song which has not been released, literally called KlockBlocked.
Yeah.
And as he's singing, you see Succuboso Explosion standing there as predicted, and she Lavona like jumps past security, and points the loin extractor directly at Nathan's crotch. She shoots it, and as it's flying towards Nathan, Murderface literally pulls a "Look out, Mr. President!"
Yeah,
Nathan, watch out! Jumps in front, and like it actually hits him in the groin.
And it's like hits his guitar,
actually,
yeah. It's the bass guitar.
Hits the bass, yeah. And it literally backfires the electrocution, and Lavana's like, no! And then she gets shot and like
flung all the way out of the concert hall. Yeah,
back.
a million miles in the air.
and then of course Nathan's like, whoa, I didn't know a cockblock could actually save you. Thank you, Murderface.
Yeah, Murderface like,
I'm a hero.
I'm a real
hero. And that's where the fucking episode ends.
Yeah, that was the end of the episode. Yeah, the bit with the girls making fun of Murderface for being a bass player, that bit was like played a bunch in the trailers and stuff like that leading up to the episode. Mm-hmm. And that was incredibly funny to me. As somebody who's only ever has experience playing the bass, I thought it was a very, very funny bit.
I will say this. I played the drums.
Yeah.
So I've never gotten that before.
Oh no, yeah, I've never played like a professionally, but like it's very funny for them to make fun of the bass because the bass is usually pretty low, and also Murderface is like the butt of the band that everyone is constantly shitting on.
Yeah, he's like the butt end of every single joke. Just like, oh my god, So Matt.
Yeah.
Question of the day for you, and yes, you can be as silly as you want if you desire. Have you had any women problem?
Nothing that got far enough to bring anybody to meet the family, I don't think, or friends. I don't think I've never brought anybody to meet the families that far. Only ever a couple. Nothing ever serious. But I was gonna say, yeah. What about you?
Oh, fucking plenty of times growing up.
Uh,
Like well, I've had some that they've met my family before. We
mm-hmm.
had fun and everything like that. But oh yeah, they never ended well. Never ended well.
I was gonna say, yeah, meeting other friends, partners is always like, extremely awkward too. But I say that,
Oh no, yeah, you know what else is awkward?
yeah.
When you when you have a breakup and then like about a week or two later they're like dating one of your friends.
Okay, no, that's fortunately never happened in any of my friend circles. I've never had that happen. Fortunately.
Oh shit! I've had that happen a few
Oh
times.
no,
It's
yeah.
oh, it's absolutely awkward.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Most of the time, I don't ever care to meet my friends' partners, but I would say like a good friend now, part of our major friend group, and a person I'm friends with now, Ed's wife. Actually met him when we were in high school together, and I had never ever seen her before. Until the second time they got back together, like years and years and years later now, probably like almost over 10 years later. Yeah, like I never met her when they were originally dating ever. And same with, I think Tara, I didn't meet Kaylee for like years in our D&D group before because she was all in Pennsylvania at the time. But yeah, like most of the time I have like no interest in hanging out with friends' partners, but now the two that I do know are like actually good long-term friends of mine, so that's always fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Friends of the podcast. Well, I know Tara and Kaylee are both friends of the podcast.
Leanne was on the Digimon episode of Movie Garbage and the Victorious episode as like a side minor host.
They've actually Leanne's actually been on.
Yeah. She was a co-host on the Digimon episode and also the other one as well. The I Party with Victorious episode going up now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. I didn't know they were on there.
Yeah, Leanne's actually absolutely amazing. But yeah,
they're all fun and everything like that. But yeah, like Matt's like I don't that it's kind of awkward. But yeah, then you have like moments like that where it's like that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. You actually get to make good friends when your friends make good choices.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but either way, this episode was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
it was actually nice, and it was my favorite one, especially when when I get to see guest voices, voices from metal bands actually appear, which is everyone knows that's like a part of a thing that happens in this.
Yeah, what was the name of the what's her name, the voice actor who plays Lavona, the musician who played Lavona.
Right. Yeah.
If you didn't get it down, I didn't. I just wrote down the
no. I have it down. Angela Gassau.
Okay, yeah. I looked up her. That's when looking up her backstory is what made me want to listen to what was it, Arch Enemy and Astartes. Yeah, she's fantastic. Yeah. And also, I was like, I remember this character. I assumed that they're going to come back, but she does not come back for a long ass time. I don't think.
We're gonna see her again, just not necessarily soon.
Yeah, no time soon.
But no time soon. But yeah, just I was really impressed. I'm just like, wait, that's Angela? Shit.
I mean, every big character practically has some kind of huge tie to fucking music in this series, which is very, very fun. That's how you know how legit they are.
It's true. Oh, and of course, like a lot of fucking Brendan always liked to like sprinkle in like metal Easter eggs, like the bar, the Mastodon.
Oh yeah,
stuff of Mastodon.
Of course.
Yeah, but just either way, I love how how he does that. So, but speaking of very interesting episodes, we get episode 14 of season 2.
Dethsources. The Clocketeers Initiation Day. Charles is giving a speech talking about the role that they have in the band and like how important they are to everybody. Yeah, all right, that's enough for me. As we get another face, Bones.
Well, now hold on.
Go ahead.
You gotta give at least some details. Some of them are going to be brutally maimed and killed, but those who survive are going to get what's known as the sacred branding of the gear.
Mm-hmm.
But until that, but then that's enough about him. You gotta give some details, man. You can't just be like, Yeah, because some things might be important, you know.
Yeah, the sacred branding of the gear is important. But then we get
Yeah.
Facebone telling everybody to pair into groups of 2 and fist fight to the death.
Yep. And fight to the death with your bare hands. And then all of a sudden, we just Charles walks into the meeting room. He's like, I'm sorry to be late, but I had to initiate the new Clocketeers potential." And Murderface is like, hey, give me $50,000
He says, you've
for
already,
what?
yeah, you've already burnt through your $100,000 allowance. So what do you need this new money for? He's like, don't worry about it.
For fucking Doritos. What difference does it make?
He says,
And Charles is like, no, like, you already had your $100,000. You don't need any more. And like Murderface is complaining and stuff. He's like, guys, you gotta know that because you're not finishing this new record, you are losing money. Nathan's like, wait a minute, you mean literally by sitting here we're losing money? Yes.
well, I mean, he says we should be
Shouldn't
saving
we
money. We should be saving money.
Yeah, shouldn't we be saving money by not doing any of this? Yeah, dude, like, why are you just now letting us know this now?
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's kind of suspicious that you didn't tell us about it. It's like, I'm literally telling you right now. And
yeah, right now. And he's like, I've tried before, but what? You guys have short attention spans. No, we're not.
No, you're not what?
No, we're not. You're not what? Just the fucking dichotomy of Charles trying his best and the band being fucking idiots.
He's like, all right, I'll start explaining it to you guys. Okay, this is how your money works. And then Nathan's like, hold on.
Wait,
He's texting. So he's texting a message to somebody. And then he texts in, and like, Squiz guy's like, no, come on, man. You got to tell us about that.
The boring stuff's about
the monies, and he falls asleep. And then we see Toki. He's like, knock, knock. Who's M's theirs? Nathan's who? Nathan's explosions. Oh, it's so funny. And then they all start laughing about the joke.
Ah, it's so funny. And Charles is just like, I'm not gonna do this if you're gonna. This is so good, Toki. You're crazy. Yeah. No, all right. So later on, we go back to like the band playing golf, and Murderface is like, okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I mean, I don't like that Charles is keeping us out of the loop for so long.
Yeah,
it is like,
you should just give us some money.
I mean, he should have known this.
And then Murderface is always like, he knows what he's doing. It's a dangerous thing. It's a very deadly weapon to know what you're doing.
It's true, yeah. And of course, it's just like, Pickles is like, dude, what if we get like a second manager, one who can explain all this shit to us? But who could we get?
Hire somebody cool to tell them about money. Yeah.
And then like, who could it be? Cuts into the introduction.
Yep.
And then we immediately get to Senator Stampingston, just being like, it appears that Dethclock wants to hire Melmord Fjordslorn
as a second manoger, voiced by Brian Posehn. This could actually ruin Dethclock with the competition for managerial management of the band. We'll have to wait and see. We see Charles introducing himself to Melmord. He's just like kind of contentious immediately. And he's like, all right, well, you guys have the health inspector meeting, so the band needs to fill out some forms, and I'll just leave this to you guys, okay? All right, I'm out of here.
And then we get one of my favorite fucking scenes in this episode, actually.
Hell yeah.
You see the health inspector in the basement with like the band and Melmord, and he's just like, all right, so first off, this place is atrocious. It's deplorable. Yeah, it's infested with rats, mold, and an unidentified flesh-eating virus. And Nathan and Murderface are like, whoa, dude, that's pretty metal. Dude, that's fucking metal. Oh yeah? Is it metal to like have all these rotting corpses clogging up your drains?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, that's actually metal. Yeah, so not to be contradictory, but that's actually metal. Oh yeah? What was the second thing? Like, is it?
I think it's metal. You have all of your employees dying and like being clogging up the just like a thing about how many people are dying as a result of all the shit that they have down here.
Actually, yeah, that's actually pretty metal. And then after all that, the health inspector's just like, well, I guess I don't know what metal is. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, follow me. We gotta follow him.
Melmord's just like, hey, hold on a second.
Let me a Did he like
smokes a fucking
joint,
big ass blunt? He's like, yeah, this is bad. I'm bad. He's like, hey, you guys want to know about business, right? You want to know the secret, the business. It's all bullshit. And you don't have to worry about a thing. With me around, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and then we get another montage of the band just wasting shit tons of money, sleeping with random people, fucking around, but they're all doing it while hanging out with Melmord, just wasting a shit ton of money. And then, like, while they're, like, hanging out, he's like, oh, man, this guy rules. He lets us do whatever we want. And he is like, hey, you guys really like hanging out with me, right? He's like, yeah, well, it's kind of weird, guys, right? Having two managers. Yeah, maybe you could, I don't know, think about getting rid of one of them, maybe, who knows? And they say, hey guys, let's go to the discussion closet. Once again.
And then while they're in the discussion closet, it's like, yeah, well, I mean, my vote is for him. He's the cool guy. He lets us do whatever we want. Yeah, I got to admit that he's doing a really good job, and he's not like often send. I mean, he's just like, and all of a sudden you hear like a text go off, and Nathan's like, hold on, knock, knock. Who am there? Toki, who? Toki Wartooth. Where have I heard that before? Toki. And then Toki fucking starts laughing. Ah! I totally got you! And everyone's like, dude, typical classic Toki turning it around on Nate.
Yeah, he's like, I was staring right at you when I was texting you. Didn't even think it was me. Like, you like see in the scene, he's literally like staring at Nate the entire time. You don't see him texting it.
Yeah, right. It's just like, but then we get into Charles's office, and Melmord is, and Charles is like, yeah, you like the brandy? Very good. So
we also mentioned fencing swords he has in his office.
Oh, right, yeah. This comments about the swords decorated on the wall. And he's like, so, yeah. So the band really likes you. And, just, it doesn't really, it's nice, it's good for the band to, like things. But, I mean, I like this band. I like this band. I like it a lot. You'd have to literally kill me before I give up my position here. And then, like, elsewhere, we see, at the branding of the gear, at the sacred brand of the gear, we see Dethklock performing from the second Death album, The Gears.
Yep.
A very important song, mind you.
Oh yeah.
And as they're singing it, Melmord is like getting the contracts prepared for transfer of managerial power, and but he needs to still have the Dethklock member sign it. But he's ambushed by Charles in the trophy hallway, who's brandishing a sword. And as this whole like branding is happening, after the song's performing, you see Charles and Melmord just like going at it, sword fighting on the top of Mord House,
fencing throughout the entire building, all the a bunch of different rooms, and then finally they end up on the very tip top of one of the ledges. As they're fighting,
and then that's where Melmord and Charles fall over. But Melmord falls all the way down, smashes against the pavement, and is dead. Then he proceeds to get ran over by a fucking bullet train.
Yep. As Charles kind of like stands
and
there,
then, of course,
the man, he'll just like ominously standing there.
Yeah, just like he's the victor. He's like breathing hard and stuff like that. And that's that's where the episode ends, really.
Hell yeah. I would say, when listening to the second Death album, I think The Gears was my favorite song of the album. Spoilers for the end of the season thing we usually do, but I love this song so much.
Dude, the lyrics are amazing, and actually there's some important lyrics that they don't put in here, but, we'll get there when we get there, won't we?
Yeah. But yeah, the Clocketeers are fucking great. We can talk about either Brian Posehn, or we can talk about like managers we've had, because like I've had a couple of really shithead people who were fired, which is always very fun in the past. But
exactly, yeah.
I would say one of my first job when I was a baker, the first guy was like this older, super tired Hispanic dude who's like really nice, but he ended up getting replaced by this asshole who got fired for being inappropriate with some of the other coworkers of mine. And like then like the next following people were like super young people who were like very ambitious, but then that job I eventually fucking left that job because it was so annoying to work with those people. My current job, I have managed. Since I work third shift, I never see my manager or supervisors ever, so it's fantastic. I can do whatever the fuck I feel
That's
like.
good. That's good.
Yeah, but like they're pretty fantastic. It's a pretty it's a healthcare, so they're a lot more strict. But like I said, I do great, and they're very easy to work with. Fortunately.
For me, it actually is the Joanne's jobs because, and it's a warehouse job, so of course they're really good at doing the one hand is like, here you go, here's the nice things about it, but in the secret, it's like actually worse than it actually is, kind of thing. But one in particular, not gonna drop any names because for all I fucking know, I'll get unlucky and have one of them listening to this.
Hilarious.
But he started off the chillest of like the managers, right? But then he started showing like the more he was a manager, the longer he was a manager, the more he became a manager, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because he was pretty chill. I mean, do your fucking job and do it right. But then he fucking like just started becoming more of a manager, and we're talking like he went from speaking English to speaking German. That's how much of a manager he was becoming.
What the hell? I think it's weird as shit.
If you get it, you get it. If not, I'm not going to explain it.
Yeah.
But he just became quite a handful. We'll just say.
Yeah, I was.
Yes.
I've had the opportunity to advance to like shift supervisor and stuff like that, but I've never had any interest in it because I don't want more responsibility for barely any more pay. So.
Yeah, no, I get that. What's so funny though, Matt?
Yeah.
I hate that you jumped into it like right away. That was gonna be my question.
Of course,
like,
these are
yeah.
The episodes are so short. There's not too much to be specific about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know we try to after every episode we try to at least do a question of the day kind of thing.
Of course, I was gonna say we're also never really in a position to like choose a manager. I guess what? I'm the fucking manager of this podcast empire that I have, I suppose, but I manage it very poorly. I mean,
you are technically CEO.
Yeah, of Metalocalypse Podcast LLC. So
No. You're not allowed to drop that one yet. You don't have the LLC yet.
I'm gonna say so. The limited liability is so limited that I have no liability at all.
But yeah, just and of course this episode was really cool because this was like the first time you actually saw Charles like stepping up and stepping in like
since the season 1 finale.
Yeah, since the
actually
finale,
no,
right,
he fought Metal Masked Assassin in the hospital episode, I think. Yeah.
No, he didn't. He got Metal Faced Assassin like got his ass handed to him by like fucking like some of the patients, I thought, because Charles was
no, the brother, the John Fru brother got his ass kicked by him.
Oh yeah, you're
I think
he
did.
Either way,
yeah, I think he got the jump on Charles, and Charles got the rough of it that fight, I think, actually.
Oh no, you're right. But he still like came out victorious, even though he got scuffed up a bit. No, you're right. But this is just one of those like episodes where it's just like, yeah, he actually gives a damn about the band, even if they don't give a damn about him.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, but the other thing I'm gonna talk about. Oh, do you have any other things besides the managers?
No. You go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Brian Posehn, a huge comedy guy I've known since way back in the '90s with Mr. Show. He's been in a shit ton of metal bands. He's a huge. I assume you know what he looks like, right, Brian Posehn?
No, I actually don't.
Really, he's like a super tall, nerdy dude with like glasses. He's.
I bet you anything. If I ever see a picture of him, I would.
I mean, you never saw Mr. Show?
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch the Sarah Silverman show?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god! Well, he's also on a long-running D&D pod. He's like a huge, giant nerd. He's been cast in like a ton of huge movies as like a nerd. He's been a ton of voice acting. He voiced Onion's older brother in Steven Universe and stuff like that. But like, he's a very very huge nerd, and he's on a really long running D&D podcast that was on Earwolf, the podcast network, for a long time, and he had a character named Amarthamon. So when you said Amon of Mars, I was just like, wait, what? How do you know about that character from the D&D thing? Yeah, he plays a barbarian named.
You said his name was Amathamarn?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was the name of the barbarian.
I fucking love that.
But yeah, he is in a shit ton of metal bands. You mentioned him earlier that he's in. Yeah, he's a fucking fantastic dude. His voice is incredible. Brad Pitt's fantastic, and I'm a huge, huge fan of his. So yeah, I'm glad you got to do a little bit in this episode.
Nice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, speaking of things, it's time to.
Actually, I think he might show up in our other series, Fillmore, at some point too. Actually, like fairly soon.
Probably.
Yeah, he's great.
But now it's time for us to wrap this up a little bit with the final episode, also known as episode 15 of season 2. Dethdad. We start off with, let's fuck on this a usual outing, just having a good time.
Shooting amps.
Shooting amps, shooting guitars,
shooting shotguns
as well.
Yeah, using shotguns and trebuchets.
Yeah, right. And then Pickles is throwing cherry bombs, at Toki and Murderface. Like the first one explodes on Toki, and Murderface is like, "Ah, man, you got beer up my nose." And Nathan's like, "Hey, you know what? Don't give Murderface any firecrackers when he wants to hold them. Like, seriously, it's really bad." And while they're all watching and stuff, Pickles is like, hey, Murderface, look at the grass over there. I think I saw some firecrackers. And Murderface is like, wait, really? Holy shit, yeah, like, I'm gonna go. And as he's, like, leaning down, you see, like, a little bit of his butt crack. And fucking Pickles lights a firecracker, sticks it down in his pants, and it explodes. He's like, ah, fuck, that hurts, guys. It's like,
you missed him. Yeah,
Nathan's
they're still
like,
down there. Come on.
Nathan's just like, come on, like, no, they're still down there. And Murderface is like, well, okay. I mean, I really wanted. And then they fucking do it again, and Murderface is like, God, that fucking hurts. And Nathan's like, Murderface is like, what? And Nathan's like, you should really go after those.
They're definitely down there. Yeah, come on, you got to go find them.
Yeah, they're absolutely down there. And Murderface is like, fine, okay. And as all of this, as the third one is happening, and as it like explodes, he's like, Toki gets a call, and he like starts speaking in his native tongue. And he's just like, okay, fine, yeah, okay, bye. Turns around and he's like, guys, I have some shocking news. My father's dying of cancer. And then that's when the intro hits.
I was gonna say, I actually looked at the translation is on the wiki for what Toki said in Swedish. He said, hello.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said, hello's mother. Yes, cancers. He's almost dead. He coughs up blood. Okay, bye. That's what he's saying.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I never knew that. That's amazing.
Yeah, very, very funny. Yeah, we hit the intro, and then we cut back to Squizgar saying, so your dad's has the big K. Cancers. He's
like, yeah, that's a harsh ones right there. And Toki is just sitting there, staring silently, right? He's like, oh, come on now. You should says something, positives and stuff. Oh, it's okay, Squizcars. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, I mean, at least you has a dad. I've never knew my dad.
Yeah, Squizcars like puppeting Toki's mouth with making him say because he's like a complete catatonic.
Oh, it's not so bad. And like when he mentions that he doesn't have a dad, he kind of like gets a little depressed.
Like, yeah, you're right.
And as my father. Back as being Toki, oh, it's not so bad, Squizcars. Don't feel so bad. Maybe I want to feel bad. Get out of here. I'm like, dude, you did this to yourself.
The band is eating crab. Like, man, this crab dip is really good. So, what are you gonna do about Toki? He's all depressed. Like, yeah, maybe we should hide the guns.
Wait. Should we hide the guns? Yeah, he would be the one. He'd be crazy. What, you think he's gonna shoot us? No, I think he's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Toki walks in. Hey guys, everyone jumps. Yeah. You should not sneak up on us. I'm gonna go to the Norways so I can see my dad dies. Okay, bye. Have fun. You all's invited if you wants to go. Ooh, we'd love to, but like we get this we got to do this
Album. Yeah, they work on the
the
album.
album
Yeah, we
and
gotta work on the
everything.
album.
So okay, sees you, and then this is like one of my favorite Charles moments. Because as they leave, he goes, "Well, since you guys can't go to Norway because of the album, all right, let's go. Let's go to the album. Come on, recording room. Let's go. Come on, let's do that album. Let's go. Come
Yeah,
on,
cuts to him like
come
playing
on.
video games in
Let
the
and
arcade and
like yeah,
continuing. Yeah.
right, and he's still like, let's go. Come on, recording. And then the band is just like, dude, how can we do this? How can we record when our brother's sad? Yeah, he's so insincere. He doesn't get it. I'm just sitting here like, oh my fucking God.
So yeah, they're all gonna go to Norway.
Yep, they're gonna be there for Togi. Oh, and the moment they make that decision, fucking Pickles lights a firecracker and like throws it at his face, and like, fuck, and it's Squisker's like, dude, language.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our brother we're talking about.
Cut
And
to
then
the tribunal talking about the death of Toki's father, and they have
who's the specialist?
the death expert, Dr. Ralphus Gulkensmelter. Yeah, death expert.
I love these names so much.
They show a
and then,
montage
of course,
of everyone Toki's interacted with dying. Like everyone that Toki, like he's a walking vessel of death. Everything he interacts with dies. And they show the guitar teacher. They show the little girl from the last season who was like the fan of his who also died.
And like literally, this guy's talking like a fucking nut job to the point where even General Crozier and Volta are just like looking at side-eyeing at each other like, dude, this bitch is crazy. And like as he's like talking about how like everything Toki touches dies. He's the messenger of death. If he watches his father die, he's gonna spiral into madness. Literally, General Crozier's just like, yeah, this is a load of bullshit. It's like, no, this isn't bullshit,
like, you
General.
fool, you're a nothing, little piece of nothing, General. You don't know anything about this.
Even the fucking senators are like, dude, behave yourself. What does this mean? And then it like goes back to like, yes, if he watches his father die, since everyone he loves dies, he will spiral into madness. God help us all when that happens.
It says Toki will be the death of us all.
Then we cut to
the band in transit to Norway, saying like, "Oh man, yeah, this is the birthplace of black metal. It's gonna be so fucking cool, isn't it, Toki?" And they cut to him, and he's like catatonic, and you hear like the crazy music playing in his brain, and it's like, okay, well, he's not paying attention. And
Murderface is just like, "Hey, look, my father died. Like he killed my mom and then killed himself. Come on, I turned out fine." And Pickle's like, "Yeah, you were just a little baby." He's like, "Yeah, I had to be a man. You're still a baby. A baby with a man's heart."
Yeah.
Like,
he says, a baby with a man's heart. I'm a warrior.
That's what it was. Yeah, I'm a warrior. And then Pickles is like, "Yeah, my dad's just like, very standoffish, doesn't really say anything, And fucking Nathan's like, "Yeah, my dad's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I love my dad. He's great. We hang out all the time.
I love my dad. Yeah, and if he were to die, I mean, man, that'd be really fucked up." But hey, turns to Toki. But hey, it's not my dad. It's your dad that's dying, right? And it does the sting again as it like zooms in on his distressed face.
And they also keep throwing more firecrackers at cherry bombs at Murderface in the meantime.
Right, and then we finally get to Lillehammer, Norway.
They drive the motorcycle snowmobile.
Right, it's like, hey, how far is this place? Toki's like, it's at the edge of towns. It's complicated. Let's go shopping first. Let's go shopping first. And like, yeah, let's go shopping. So they go into like this really, really small town.
Yeah,
like
a pleasant,
Norwegian town.
Yeah, a little town. And they say like, "Hey, man, this place isn't very metal. Look at that little kid who looks like Booberry. Yeah, little Booberry kid." And he's like, "Oh, I think you guys do the first black metal stores I've ever bought an albums at." And like,
is that a fish store right there?
Like,
no, right besides that. Wait, that's the ski shop, isn't it? No, right there. And you see like you hear like this really high paced like kind of thing, and it's just like you see like a guy like an old man at the back, just like just being just standing there dressed up in black metal garb and stuff like that, and it's just like wow, just like this place is. What was the guy's name, by the way? The first the guy who owns the shop.
Runka Snogue.
And he's just like,
Fresh my
if
old
it
friend
isn't the
Toki Truth and his metal band Death Clock. And they're like, oh hey, what guys have any good music here? Like, yeah, this is my new band.
my new single album, and it's like, well, where's the Death Clock albums? I don't sell them; they're too digital. And
He's like,
Pickles is like,
yeah.
cool, that's great. We should like head out. And Toki's like, no, wait, I want to listen to this a little more.
He's like, yeah, dude,
And
this is my
then,
band. It means the horse penis. Do you like it? And then they're like, yeah, I guess it's sorry. He's like, then I hate it.
right, yeah, one of those.
Oh yeah.
And then like cut to like this like restaurant with like pink wallpaper, and Toki's like, hey, you got to like try the crumbs cakes.
The
And Nathan's
Crooms
just
cakes
like,
with
wow, this is
lingonberries. Yeah, Crooms cake with
That's what it was, yeah.
lingonberries.
And Nathan's like, wow, this is actually really brutal. And Murderface is like, guys, do you know that Norway has the lowest murder rate possible? Wait, really? This place is fucking lame.
Yeah,
All
like,
right,
lower
we're
murder.
done
Like,
with that. Right?
oh, Canada has a higher murder rate. It's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, this place sucks,
Yeah,
Turkey.
Danbury,
Let's see it
Connecticut is
die.
more brutal, and Pickles is like, yeah, I mean, like Tomahawk, Wisconsin's more brutal because I mean, people there have like at least drugs or
Yeah,
something.
these have
like that.
meth.
Yeah, and then Nathan's like, all right, we're done with this shit. Toki, let's go and see your father die.
Yep.
And then as they get in front of the house, you know, Nathan's like, all right, go in there and watch him like really, like, just go in there, watch him die or some shit, and we'll just be out here and wait. And Toki's like, I don't want to, and he runs away.
Oh, we actually it cuts to the band sitting out there just waiting, and then they're kind of just waiting on Toki. And it's just like, we've been here for 3 hours. Are you gonna go
that's
inside
what it was.
or
It.
what?
We've been here.
And then you see Toki in a
Like, I'm not
flashback.
going to. I'm not. Oh yeah, with all of the like different like abuses.
Yeah,
that
flashback.
he's had.
Yeah, him growing up and his like father abusing him, and his stern father sitting, hitting him all the time, and then he just like runs off. He's like, "No, I won't do it. I can't do it." And then he runs off, and he sings the song.
He sings a song called "Everything's Hard for Toki," and obviously that's an unreleased song. But like, dude, Toki's a good singer.
I mean, he has a couple of really funny songs.
Stuff.
All of his songs are very funny, I think. But
yeah. And then like
hard.
after he's done singing, you know, he's like, you know, how he needs to like actually be a man and actually, you know, like grow up finally, and then like. Literally, by the way, all of this that's about to happen, what I'm about to say, happens in like the course of like 5 minutes. All right, so he sings a song about that. The band finds him. He's like, "All right, I'm not going to run away. I'm going to see my father's. I'm going to see my father." And as he's about to go into the house, Nathan's like, "Wow, it looks like you grew up out there in the woods." I'm like, guys, it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Murderface says
then he finally
they
goes
say, "You guys
in.
gonna come in?" And then Murderface's like, "No, Ixnay on the answer K, contagious." And he's like, "Oh yeah, we don't get cancer. We're gonna wait out here."
Yeah, even Pickles is like, dudes, yeah, I mean, cancer could be contagious. So
who knows?
Better safe than sorry, right? But then of course he goes in. And you see a whole bunch of family.
Mm-hmm.
He kneels beside his father. His father like whispers something. Then you see like you see like Toki holding his dad. He's like, guys, my father has a last wish. He wants to seize the house that in which he was born in. And then they all like fucking like use the snowmobile death motorcycle to go over to the place. He's like, we has to continue on foot from here. And everyone's like,
no,
nah,
we're good. Yeah.
Go up there and so Toki, like, it's a, like, you know, majestic music. He's starting to climb with his father. He gets to, like, he's got a few steps before he actually, like, can go into the house. And it's, like, a little shack that's, like, literally burrowed inside the mountain. It's like, don't worry, fathers. You can rest in... Takes one step on the stone stairway that is completely solid ice.
Oh, he says, he's a father's eyes forgives you for everything. And then, he steps on the step and it's like, whoop. And then,
yeah, it's like he slips, his dad falls, and he, like, breaks the ice and, like, starts sinking and dies in the icy cold water.
He's like, no,
as, you know, Toki's freaking the fuck out.
He's like, he's screaming.
And, like, as all of this is happening, you know, this Murderface gets more, you know, cherry bombs thrown at him, and Yeah. Oh yeah. And as all. Oh yeah.
Toki's screaming, and he's like,
Murderface
"Oh
gets
no, you
his
slipped into the
comeuppance.
darkness! You slipped in!" And we see, Murderface has a cherry bomb finally, and he's like, "Fire in the hole!" And he kind of tosses one up at the
And then
small house and destroys it.
well, no. He throws it close, like beside. He misses the band because he wanted to hit them,
Yeah.
right? Misses the band. It lands in the snow. It just pops, and then the entire mountain shakes, and then part of the mountain just crushes the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And yeah,
very, very
that's
silly end of the episode.
that's where the episode ends.
Yeah, this is another episode that I remember seeing it advertised a shit ton, but leading up to the realistic release of it, and I thought every Toki episode is very fucking funny. And of course, as of this recording, just to date it, this won't come out for several fucking months, but we are recording this 2 days after Father's Day.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So what did you do for Father's Day?
Oh, I didn't do anything because my dad is actually in North Carolina visiting the eldest brother.
Ah, you didn't give him a call or anything?
I texted him.
Nice.
Look, he was hanging out with one of his sons. I'm not just gonna interrupt that. But I can text him.
Okay,
I
sure.
wish him a happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
I know, because originally we were going to record on Sunday. Then we both forgot. Oh shit! It's Father's Day.
Yeah, I was actually before that. I was gonna record with Ed originally, and I had to fucking change that too. And I was like, "Oh shit, never mind." And I assume Ed's doing something on Father's Day.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because Saturday evening, I'm like, "Hey yo, I know Dad's with you right now, but like, to my eldest brother who lives in North Carolina, I'm just like, hey, I know you're hanging out with Dad and stuff, but are we actually still good for playing video games tonight? Because we make a habit of playing video games on Saturday nights." He's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually forgot that it's Father's Day tomorrow, so I've got that to worry about." I'm like, okay. No, that's actually fair.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you didn't get your dad nothing. What Father's Day gifts have you gotten in the past for your dad?
I got him when he first, because he's a dad. He was a little late to a lot of the deals, but when he first got his Blu-ray player, I got him like the first 6 Star Wars on Blu-ray. It was like a collector's edition thing.
Funny.
And usually we're pretty chill when it comes to things like that. Mm-hmm. He's the kind of guy who's just happy if you say Happy Father's Day.
Nice, yeah.
But every once in a while, I do like to treat him to have lunch or something. I do like to treat him to something like that.
Of course, yeah. I don't say yeah.
But you, on the other hand,
I'll say like everyone in my fucking family is like very antisocial, not liking to hang out, not liking to go out. So my dad is also like a huge fucking tinkerer and engineer and stuff like that. So he's always building cars and shit, or like doing maintenance for lawn stuff, and he's just like chilling out. So we always get him either like new snow plow stuff, new lawn care stuff, new hedge clipper or hedge trimmers, mowers, all kinds of shit like that. Tons and tons of tools in his garage. It's like his entire garage is just full wall to wall, all kinds of fucking the shit that I don't know how to fucking use for fixing cars and engine parts and all kinds of shit. So we usually just get him like random car shit. And so this year I got him like a $75 gift card to Home Depot, which he immediately used all of.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the kind of guy who would, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's just every Father's Day we always get him some generic weird shit because he's terrible at giving us gifts, but we've all had cars that he's like put together from junkyard parts for everyone in the family. So we always make an effort to get him a bunch of shit. But yeah, it was a very fun Father's Day.
A free car.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.
Anyway, yeah, what about you? What's going on with you?
But yeah.
About the episode, have you ever been to Norway or anywhere like that?
Dude, the furthest out of country I've ever been was Belize.
Yeah, we went over that in the last episode. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we did. That's that's the furthest out of country I've been. So no, I haven't been to Norway.
Also, it sounds like we both have good fathers, unlike Toki, so that's always fun. We're like Nathan, hanging out there.
Yeah. We're like Nathan. We're not like Murderface. We're definitely not like Pickles, and we certainly are not like Toki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we got dads that we actually. Well, yeah, because we actually have dads.
Yeah, of course.
Children.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just no, I've never been to anywhere like that. Like Although it would be interesting to go to like some of the Scandinavian countries.
I was gonna say I know Lilyhammer from the Sopranos pseudo spinoff with a character on witness protection going there, and it's a show called Lilyhammer that's about like the mobster dude in Lilyhammer, Norway. That's where I know the name
Oh,
from.
nice,
It's an
nice.
old show from like the early aughts, I believe. But yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, fun
But
episode.
yeah,
The Toki's music is never actually. Is any Toki's music on albums? Because they're all very fun, non-metal,
nope,
singy
none of them
goofiness.
are.
Yeah. They're always very
The
goofy.
only yeah, like surprisingly enough, I love his singing and stuff, but no, Toki's never got a song on any of the official albums.
All right.
But yeah, so that was that. The next time we do Metalocalypse, it's gonna be a 4-episode one, mind you, not a 3-episode one,
Are we near the end of the
because
season?
this is gonna be the last 4 episodes of season 2.
Oh, nice.
And technically, I guess it would be considered 3, but the way they did like the first episode, we'll get there when we get there. They did split it up into a 2-part.
Okay. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, looking forward to that.
It was like because all these episodes are like 10-minute long.
Mm-hmm.
This was like an actual normal episode length one. So
Looking forward to it.
yeah, it would be nice. As you all know, those who are veteran listeners of the podcast, I don't have any anything to, I don't have any shameless plugs or anything. But Matt, on the other hand,
Hell yeah. Of course, Matthew List Podcasts, Blue Sky, Matthew List Podcasts, Patreon, Matthew List Podcasts, YouTube, Matthew List Podcasts, Twitch. Freaking check out old episodes of this podcast. Action Toon Bros. There's a shit ton of episodes. I just recently did a little re-listen to the She-Ra episodes. And they were fucking, very, very fun. Very fun re-listen to those.
Good.
And, I've read them. I'm gonna do one for the Spawn and all the other shit. Oh, it was Korra, I think. There was something. I don't know if it was like a reference, something in movie garbage or something like that to Avatar. And so I was like, oh, let me really re-listen to those last couple of Avatar Korra episodes for fucking just old time's sake, from 5 years ago, back a billion years ago. Fucking fantastic. And then movie garbage, shit ton of episodes. I think by the time this airs, the I Party with Victorious 2-episode bit should be finished, and then our next episode, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to split that one into 2 or not. It's another weird ass fucking movie that I can't believe Ed made me watch that I'm still pissed about. You'll see what it is when you listen to the last episode of that. But
I bet.
Yeah, buy my book, The Forgotten Minotaur King. Listen to the free podcast, of course. Everything else like that. That's pretty much all my plugs for now.
There you go. So from all of us here at Action Toon Bros to you guys, stay metal, stay safe, and as always, keep it sleazy.